From the quiet suburbs of Grapevine, Texas, to sold-out arenas across the globe, Post Malone has carved a path few could imagine. How did a teenager with nothing but a guitar and a dream transform into a multi-platinum, genre-defying superstar? With his face tattoos, unmistakable style, and a string of chart-topping hits, Post Malone has captured the hearts of millions while defying traditional music boundaries. His journey is one of relentless ambition, raw talent, and moments of both triumph and controversy. Today, we uncover the untold story behind the hits, the scandals, and the meteoric rise of a young man who has become a defining voice of modern music. Austin Richard Post, better known as Post Malone, was born on July 4, 1995 in Syracuse, New York, but he spent most of his formative years in Grapevine, Texas. His father worked in finance, while his mother nurtured his curiosity and creativity from an early age. Music quickly became Austin's refuge and passion. He picked up the guitar, experimented with drums, and immersed himself in melodies that echoed his emotions and imagination. Growing up, he faced challenges that would shape his resilience. School wasn't always easy. He often felt like an outsider and experienced bullying from peers. Yet rather than retreating, he found solace in music. Hours spent in his bedroom, recording and perfecting songs, gave him both purpose and an outlet to express himself. High school proved to be a pivotal chapter. Austin joined a metal band, played local shows, and started blending different genres, a foreshadowing of his future style that would defy conventional boundaries. He cultivated a unique sense of identity, combining influences from hip-hop, rock, and pop, and slowly began to understand the power of storytelling through music. These early experiences instilled in him both determination and individuality. From family support to personal hardships, every aspect of his childhood contributed to the artist he would become. The struggles, the small triumphs, and the hours of dedication in those formative years laid the foundation for a career that would eventually reach millions worldwide. Post Malone's journey from a suburban Texan teenager to a global music sensation began here, in the quiet rooms of Grapevine, where ambition and creativity first took flight. Post Malone's journey from bedroom recordings to global stardom began in 2015, when he uploaded the single White Iverson to SoundCloud. Recorded in a makeshift home studio, the track showcased his unique blend of melodic hooks, laid-back rap, and heartfelt lyrics. The song immediately went viral, capturing the attention of fans and industry insiders alike. Its reference to NBA legend Allen Iverson, combined with Post's smooth delivery, made it an instant cultural phenomenon. The overwhelming response led to a record deal with Republic Records, marking the official beginning of his professional career. Unlike many emerging artists who struggle to find their voice, Post embraced experimentation. He seamlessly merged elements of hip-hop, pop, and rock, creating a sound that defied conventional genres. This willingness to take risks became a hallmark of his music and set him apart from his peers. White Iverson wasn't just a viral hit, it was a statement. The song earned multi-platinum certifications, amassed millions of streams, and introduced the world to a new kind of artist, one who could blend vulnerability, swagger, and melody effortlessly. Post Malone's early performances at small venues and local shows helped him refine his stage presence, while the buzz online propelled him into mainstream consciousness almost overnight. This breakthrough period cemented Post's reputation as a rising star with undeniable talent. From bedroom recordings to national attention, he proved that innovation, authenticity, and persistence could create a meteoric rise in today's music industry. The world was only beginning to recognize the force that Post Malone would soon become. With the release of his debut album Stoney in 2016, Post Malone firmly established himself as a force in modern music. The album, a blend of hip-hop, pop, and R&B, showcased his versatility and emotional depth. Tracks like Congratulations featuring Quavo became instant anthems, topping charts and earning multi-platinum certifications. Critics praised the album for its originality, while fans connected deeply with Post's candid lyrics about ambition, love, and the highs and lows of youth. In 2018, Post Malone's sophomore album Beer Bongs and Bentleys shattered streaming records and redefined the expectations for contemporary music artists. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and produced multiple hit singles, including Rockstar, featuring 21 Savage, and Psycho, featuring Ty Dolla $ign. These tracks dominated global charts, earning multi-platinum status and cementing Post's position as a dominant figure in pop rap. That same year, he received numerous Billboard Music Awards, including Top Male Artist and Top Streaming Song, validating his rapid ascent to stardom. Post Malone's third album, Hollywood's Bleeding 2019, further demonstrated his genre-defying artistry. Songs like Circles and Sunflower, the latter featured on the soundtrack of Spider-Man. Into the Spider-Verse became cultural touchstones, topping charts worldwide. His ability to seamlessly blend rap, pop, and rock influences resonated with a diverse audience, earning him a devoted global fan base. Beyond commercial success, Post became an influential figure in fashion and youth culture. With his face tattoos, eclectic wardrobe, and unique persona shaping a new standard for celebrity identity. Post Malone's success is not merely measured in numbers. It lies in his impact on the music industry, inspiring a generation of artists to embrace authenticity and experimentation. His willingness to merge genres, his candid storytelling, and his distinctive style set him apart as a modern icon. By the peak of his career, he was not only a chart-topping superstar, but also a symbol of innovation, creativity, and the power of individuality in contemporary music. Fans around the world eagerly anticipated every new release, concert, and collaboration, as Post Malone continued to redefine what it means to be a pop-rap phenomenon in the 21st century. Even as Post Malone's career skyrocketed, the road to stardom was not without turbulence. Critics initially questioned his authenticity, with some accusing him of relying too heavily on auto-tune or borrowing from other genres without respect for their roots. In the age of instant virality, every decision, lyric, and style choice was scrutinized. For a young artist, navigating fame so rapidly created both immense opportunity and pressure. Post Malone's personal life occasionally fueled tabloid headlines. Known for his love of partying, nightlife, and high-profile social scenes, his escapades sometimes overshadowed his artistry in the media. Rumors swirled about relationships, alcohol use, and wild performances, casting him in the classic rock star mold. Yet, unlike many peers, he managed to maintain a balance, letting his music remain the central narrative of his public persona. Legal disputes also tested his resilience. Like many rising stars, Post faced challenges regarding songwriting credits and copyright claims, reflecting the complexities of today's music industry. These moments were both learning experiences and public trials, exposing the tension between creative innovation and commercial scrutiny. However, what set Post Malone apart was his ability to turn potential pitfalls into opportunities. Instead of retreating from controversy, he incorporated his experiences into his music. Vulnerability, introspection, and candid storytelling became hallmarks of his work. Songs often explored themes of love, loss, self-reflection, and the darker side of fame, resonating deeply with fans who saw both the glitz and the struggles behind the celebrity facade. This period of challenges and scrutiny revealed the depth of Post Malone's character. He learned to navigate the delicate balance between personal freedom and public image, using setbacks as fuel for creativity. The scandals, the legal battles, and the pressures of fame were not roadblocks. They were crucibles that shaped his artistic identity. By confronting these struggles head-on, Post transformed adversity into authenticity, strengthening his connection with fans and solidifying his place as a defining figure in modern music culture. As Post Malone matured as an artist, he began to redefine his image and musical identity, moving beyond the party rapper persona that first captured the world's attention. Embracing a more genre-blending approach, he experimented with rock, pop, and acoustic influences, collaborating with artists as diverse as Ozzy Osbourne, Sway Lee, and Ty Dolla $ign. These ventures showcased his versatility, proving that he was more than a viral sensation. He was a multi-dimensional musician capable of emotional depth and stylistic innovation. His physical appearance also evolved into a distinct signature. The face tattoos, once controversial, became symbols of personal milestones and artistic expression, while his eclectic fashion sense reflected a fearless embrace of individuality. Each new look and musical experiment reinforced the narrative of an artist unafraid to challenge norms, break boundaries, and stay authentic to himself. Beyond music, Post Malone expanded into philanthropy and social initiatives, participating in charity events and raising awareness for causes such as mental health and youth empowerment. He also engaged with fans in more meaningful ways, supporting emerging artists and contributing to community projects, further cementing his reputation as an artist with both talent and heart. Through reinvention, Post Malone transcended the limitations of early fame, proving that artistic growth and personal authenticity could coexist. By blending diverse musical styles, cultivating a unique image, and leveraging his platform for positive impact, he positioned himself as a cultural icon, inspiring both fans and fellow musicians to embrace creativity, courage, and the power of being unapologetically oneself. Post Malone's rise from a suburban teen in Grapevine, Texas, to a global music sensation is a story of talent, perseverance, and authenticity. He has challenged traditional boundaries in the music industry, blending genres, defying expectations, and creating a sound uniquely his own. With chart-topping albums, viral hits, and millions of devoted fans worldwide, Post has cemented himself as a defining voice of his generation. His influence extends beyond music, from inspiring a new wave of artists to shaping contemporary youth culture through fashion, tattoos, and self-expression. Post Malone embodies the modern archetype of an artist unafraid to take risks. His journey demonstrates that success is not solely about talent. It is about embracing individuality, learning from setbacks, and staying true to oneself. The story of Post Malone proves that dreams, no matter how humble their beginnings, can reach unimaginable heights when fueled by passion and resilience. CTA. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Post Malone's life, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Stars and Scandals episodes. Discover the untold stories, shocking controversies, and inspiring journeys of Hollywood's brightest stars, because behind every hit, there's a story waiting to be told.